guys, it's Gabriel calling from Eurovision.
Hi, it's Joe.
And Joe, what is on the 15th of May next month?
Semi-final 2.
It's semi-final number 2, where 16 countries will battle out for the final 10 spots in the final of Eurovision 2025. Shall we talk and predict about who will make the final? Let's do this! Alright, so Joe, let's quickly go through the countries participating in semi-final number 2. In the first half, we have Australia, Montenegro, Ireland, Latvia, Armenia, Austria, Greece and Lithuania. And Joe, in the second half, we have
Malta, Georgia, Denmark, Czechia, Luxembourg, Israel, Serbia, and then finishing it off is Finland.
And also within that, we have the big 5, which is United Kingdom, France and Germany. We have, just like in semi-final 1, agreed on 7 qualifiers. Joe, shall we start off with talking about our first definite qualifier? It is Australia. Joe, why is Go Joe, the milkshake man, getting through to the final?
Well, number 1, opening the show. It's a fun song. Is it a joke song? Yes. It's not very vocally hard.
No,
I mean,
not
there's
at all.
one like...
It's not that vocally challenging. It's actually kind of awkward to sing in a way.
Yeah. The lyrics are questionable.
I think people will love this.
People will most certainly love this.
Because if people don't understand the sexual lyrics, they'll find it fun anyway.
They'll find it's fun anyway.
They'll find it fun anyway. Talking about chocolate, vanilla, lactose-free, caramel, bananas, creme brulee, fruit ballet. What's there not to love?
And mojito.
What's there not to love? The milkshake man. Australia are surely getting to the final. Gojo is such a fun guy.
Gojo.
Australia, sure will get to the final. Surely. I would be so surprised if it doesn't. Can I see a scenario whereby any slim chance it doesn't? But it's going to depend on the staging. They're not going to have a. They're not going to have a truck
under 10th though.
They're not going to have a truck on stage, are they?
No.
No. So what are they going to do on stage?
Well, imagine they just have a truck, like a drivable truck, and they.
Well, Australia had a car on stage in 2023.
Yeah.
Promise me it's good. That won the semi-final, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. The second qualifier we are agreeing on is Israel. Joe,
Yes.
Is it politics or is it a good song? Why is it?
Both.
Yeah.
So the song is lovely. Vocals, yeah.
We think she can sing.
Yeah,
We're pretty sure she can sing.
I think so. It was released quite late, no?
I think at the beginning of March, just after Melfest, so not that late.
Not that late. She sung well in the
national final. If you count that as national final, not particularly. But yeah.
The song's nice. Of course, there's a bit of politics added in, but when is there not?
To be fair, there never has not been politics involved. But in my opinion, I prefer the song more than Hurricane last year. I don't know if you do, or do you prefer Hurricane?
I don't really know. I don't really mind.
I don't think this would do as well. I do think it will qualify for the final very comfortably. I think it might even win the semi-final.
Possibly.
I don't know if it will be absolutely fantastic.
I think it's more jury though than public.
But will the jury want to vote for this in the final? That's a question we have to pose.
I think the jury will.
More likely than last year?
More likely than last year.
Last year they came very middle in the jury. I think it was like 13th they came. They got about 50 points.
Yeah.
When realistically you could argue that it should have been the other way round points-wise, that juries could have given it 330 points and the public could have given it 50.
Yeah,
if it was,
could have been either way.
You know, that was probably been a more realistic scenario because the vocals are fantastic from Eden Golan.
Yeah.
But Israel, we think, would definitely qualify. The third country that will qualify, in our opinion, and I think everyone in the whole world, you'd be delusional not to think this will qualify. It's serving singing, it's serving Miriana, it's serving cunt. Joe, this is going to be quite brilliant.
This is going to be brilliant.
I don't know if we'll have Sisal, Gojo, Marco and JJ bouncing around on bouncing balls like at the London Eurovision party. If you haven't seen that, it is quite fantastic. Joe, I'm like, this is brilliant.
This is iconic. This will be remembered for a very long time.
I mean, this could have easily won 12 points less, not won the multi-national final. We never would have heard of the song again.
Yeah. It
was so close, but I wanted this song to win the national final, and it did. Miriana Conte, I'm like, she's just fantastic.
It's brilliant.
But the thing is,
it's fun and it's also quite a good song.
Yes, you could consider it like if it was like a joke song and they were taking the piss out of the word can't.
Yeah.
You could say that's rude, but it's actually a really good song. It's actually an amazing song, if not the best melody and beat of the year. Why should we let her? You know, it's really good. I love it. I'm like, serving final, surely. It's definitely going to qualify to Saturday night. And maybe even...
I'll be very surprised if it doesn't.
Could it win?
Yeah, possibly.
Could it win the final?
Valletta 2026?
I don't know if they can host. They got enough money. It's so small, Malta. We'll have to see. Highly unlikely it'll win.
Highly.
I wish, but no. Okay. The fourth country to qualify for the final, in our opinion, is Finland. Ich komme. Erika Wickman is finally at Eurovision.
Finally. If you've seen our Nordic region prediction video, you know we both like this song.
Yeah. Erika Wickman is fantastic.
Absolutely.
Her
brilliant.
stage presence is amazing. Her confidence.
She was literally on a microphone in the UMK.
My UMK was fantastic. The actual staging, it was like Eurovision, in fact. The EBU have asked her to scale down her performance sexual-wise.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think, yeah, I guess so. Like, I guess they've got reason towards it.
Like, it is meant to be a kid-friendly show.
Yeah.
However, if a kid is watching that, the first thing that comes to their mind isn't going to be that a microphone is like a penis, is it? No. That's not what's going to come to their mind.
No, definitely.
Exactly. So, for an adult, even an adult, they might not think that straight away.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the song's about and you're a first-time listener, we are Eurovision nerds, so we know what the song's about. I'm coming where? Well, we don't need to talk about that right now because that's a bit inappropriate. But for a first person watching the show, there's nothing so inappropriate about it.
No.
I don't think she's going to really count. I think she's going to go out there and absolutely just give it her all and smash it. And Erika Wickman could win semi-final number 1. Number 2, my bad. All right. The next country you've got to qualify, and this is probably the most controversial of all of them, is 100% qualification. It's our favourite, one of our favourite. It is Queen Mummy Sissel from Denmark. If you're wondering why I called her Mummy, have you seen her TikTok?
No, I don't.
She was in Amsterdam and she's gone out of her balcony in the flat and she's gone to all her fans, say, hey mummy. And they've all gone, hey mummy. And she's like, so she's now Queen Mummy Sissel. With a personality like that, she has to qualify.
I do not see any scenario where she does not qualify.
She is not in the odds at the moment in the top 10 to qualify. How is that possible?
I have zero idea. But the odds aren't always right.
They're
Last
not.
year they had 50%
And they will change.
chance
And
of
they will
Croatia winning,
change.
yeah.
And they will change. She said the staging at Melody Dance Grand Prix was awful. And it was.
Yeah.
She said the whole thing is going to change. There's no two stupid looking dancers covering her body. She said she's going to have something on stage instead of just moving around. There's not just going to be wind blowing her hair. She said it's going to be uplifted and it's going to look fantastic.
Well, I cannot wait for the rehearsals.
Oh, I'm hoping. But
2 weeks' time today.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's soon.
It's
getting so close, and in 4 weeks time we'll have post-Eurovision depression. Oh, can we believe that this whole season's almost done? But we're getting to the exciting part. I want to do as much coverage as we can with all the rehearsals. It's going to be just amazing. The next country is Austria.
Yeah.
JJ.
Such a good song. We haven't ever really had opera in the Eurovision.
No.
I mean,
as an actual centre of the song.
Actual, yeah.
Estonia 2018, I believe, was opera. I don't remember what the song was called exactly. That was opera. It did relatively well. But
and Italy 1 year, no? Like 2015.
Grande Amore, could you consider that opera? Is that what you're thinking of?
Maybe. I don't really go back that far, but maybe.
But I'm like, JJ can reach so high. His
high.
range is crazy.
He's part of the Austria, the Vienna.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Oh, I don't even know what the word is.
Let's
say I'm not a specialist in opera.
Neither. Philharmonic, that's it.
All right, fair enough. I'll trust you on that. I love him.
He could win.
He is the sweetest guy.
He was also on stage with Mariana Conte.
Yes. But they seem like such a family this year, the Eurovision artists.
Yeah.
Sissel, JJ, Kyle, Miriana, Remember Monday. They are all such a massive family. And JJ just seems so nice and...
He is so nice. He looks so nice.
Yeah, and he seems nice in interviews.
Yeah.
Maybe... Do you know what? You reckon we could get interviews with people after Eurovision? You reckon we could get interviews? That would be amazing to interview because they just seem such nice people. So... JJ is a definite qualifier.
100%.
Then saying, Nemo came 5th, I think, in semi-final last year.
Yeah.
Went on to win Eurovision. Will JJ could well come for it.
Vienna 2026.
I wouldn't say no. I
wouldn't
wouldn't
say
bet
no
my money
either.
against it. I'm kind of hoping it is. I love JJ. All right. The final country we're both agreed on to qualify is Greece. It's Claudia. It's Astenomata Joe.
Did you watch the Greece
Ethnikos, Telikos. I did.
Same. It was. I think it was actually close between the top.
It was so close.
Two.
Claudia got 44
Top
points.
two, top three.
Evangelia got 42 points, and Barbs with Sirens got like 29 points. I think. So it's very close. All three of those songs were extremely strong.
All three of those songs could probably qualify for the final.
Yeah. Evangelia's Vale would have been a good option as well, but Claudia is... I got goosebumps watching it.
Yeah.
I get goosebumps talking about it. Her voice is so clean and fresh and spiritual. It's just amazing. What do you think?
I think this song is really good. Really, really, really amazing. The vocals, they weren't really dancing.
No, the staging at Ethnikos Telikos is extremely plain. She said they're going to change it as well.
Yeah.
Because it was just her standing with a bunch of hair, like Rapunzel around her. It was nothing... If that was a Eurovision, it would be very plain. But it will get better, the staging.
It will. If it does, it could get top 10.
It could, because her voice is magical. So, we have our 7 qualifiers: Australia, Austria, Greece, Malta, Denmark, Israel and Finland. Now, it's time to discuss the 2 countries that we've both agreed are definitely not qualifying. The first one, Joe, without a surprise, is Georgia.
Georgia, yeah. The second last song to be released, no one knew a single thing about her until like an hour before her song was released.
Yeah.
No, has anyone heard her live? No.
Yes, she has performed live at the
fine.
Pew. She's actually got a really good voice, but the song is just awful.
Yeah,
It's not good.
I do not like the song. I
don't mind it if it comes on Spotify. I like the chorus, but it takes so long to build up.
It's one of the most forgettable songs this year.
Yeah, it's...
I don't think next year when someone says name a Eurovision song, you'll just be like, Georgia.
Oh, Marianne Shengelia, it's Freedom. Yeah. I don't think people like this. I don't think people, sadly, particularly like her, politically wise. Yeah. The song you could consider to be called political because it's called Freedom. This could come dead last in the semi-final. It's a shame. This could we get 0 points.
Maybe.
We don't get it very often in semi-finals, but now that public only, it's more likely a song's going to get 0 points. Azerbaijan would have got it in 2022 if there was no jury vote. San Marino got it in 2023.
Azerbaijan?
Fade to Black.
Oh, yeah.
But that's because there was jury votes. Dejete got it from Romania a few years ago, 0 points. Pete Jacks, like an animal, got it a few years ago. Could Georgia get 0 points?
Maybe. Is it possible? Very, very high chance.
Yeah. All right. Montenegro are the other non-qualifier. I love this song. Nina Zizic, returning artist. Her voice is amazing. It's powerful. The issue I have with this is, it's performing number 2.
Death spot.
It's, for a semi-final, you may consider it not a death spot.
Yeah.
But her voice is amazing. But for a Balkan band, we've got Serbia, we've got Greece. Are Montenegro going to get through? The issue I have is Don's qualified last year because I felt you could really hear the emotion in his voice and his face. Nina just performs the hell out of this song. It's power. But is there so much emotion?
No. This is also forgettable. The first song coming out, I didn't really remember it until I was listening to all 37 songs.
Yeah. I like this song, but I don't think it will qualify.
It didn't even win the Montenegro national final, so...
Yeah, that's right. Clickbait, now knowing. Well, would that have qualified for the final if this was in this? If it was in this semi-final? I'm still sceptical. Gee, that song was trash. It was absolute garbage. That song. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs that Joe has as borderline. I do have one of these songs as a non-qualifier.
And I have one of your songs as a non-qualifier.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you want to start? Oh,
Serbia.
You have Serbia as a non-qualifier.
Serbia. I think I heard this song and it is emotional. I just don't see it going better than any of like the other songs which we have left in the borderline. I just don't see. It's really emotional, but there's nothing to stand out in the song.
You do, yeah. I agree with what you're saying. I do think there's emotion. The revamp was better. It was
Yeah.
improved. They do have Montenegro and Greece in the semi-final.
Yeah.
Balkan neighbours.
And they were also in the national final. He was just standing on the stage.
I'm surprised he won the national final.
Yeah.
I was really surprised he won the national final. That's a borderline for me. My non-qualifier is Ireland. And a borderline for you. Now, the main reason I've done this here is I can see Ireland coming 11th.
Yeah.
I cannot see them coming higher than that, for example. You could argue, yes, it could qualify. Can it? Really? The song is not amazing.
I think some children will like
Why
it.
would someone vote for this?
Yeah.
Why would someone vote for this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
I like it. It's not great. I like it.
I mean, the UK are in this semi-final.
Yes.
Does that affect it?
Okay, but would you vote for this?
Probably not.
No. I don't see... The staging, I think, is going to be pretty similar to Eurosong. I would hope it's not, because that was poor staging. You know, we really need a Bambi thug to just,
I don't
get the staging on
understand.
fire.
It's a song about a Soviet dog sung by a Norwegian woman
Yeah.
for Ireland.
Yeah. I can't see Ireland qualifying. I'm not sure they can.
Neither. I did put them in borderline because there's like one chance.
There is a chance. They are borderline on the odds. They're about 11th, I think, at this moment in time. I cannot see it.
Yeah.
I cannot see it. That means we have 5 countries that we have agreed are borderline. Let's start off with Latvia. It's Burmanlemi. It's Tautumatus. Joe.
I mean, this nearly didn't win its national final. There was 1 point in between the top 4.
Yeah.
But this song, it makes you said it before, it makes you feel like you're in heaven.
Yeah.
Like, it is a lovely song. I am going towards the top of my borderline list.
It's beautiful. The harmonies are lovely. They're like spiritual fairies.
Yeah.
There's
6 of them, there's a harmony.
you can't really hate the song.
You cannot hate this song.
It's so...
But why wouldn't you put it in 100% qualifier?
Yeah, I guess Latvia aren't always the strongest with public vote. They don't have Lithuania or Estonia or Poland.
They do have Lithuania.
They do have Lithuania, you're right, in the semi-final. I'm not sure about this. It's very, very borderline.
Very, very borderline.
Do I think there was a stronger option? I think City Zeni would have been better.
Yeah.
I think the Ludwig would have been better. I don't think Emilia would have been better with Heartbeat. Latvia, I want them to get to the final because I think it's a really nice song. I think the staging is going to be important.
I do see them getting to the final though. I say 50% chance that
The staging is going to be really crucial.
Yeah.
In the odds, the gap from 9th to about 14th is about 12%.
Yeah.
It is so close. But how close will it be on the night? Would it be that one skyrockets because it's got amazing staging, one falls back, like it could be Ireland, for example, or Serbia?
Yeah, we need to wait for the rehearsals. Because
We do.
if they're just dancing around on the stage, would it be enough? No.
No.
They need something.
But
on
it's not
the
going to
stage.
get worse than the national final, I
It
wouldn't
won't.
think. The national final was good, but I'm just wondering, they can't overdo the staging. There can't be too much going on.
It is quite a simple song though. They're only saying a few.
There's
words.
only about
Yeah.
30 different words in the whole song. Burman, let me. But it's like a chant for happiness. They described it as a chant for happiness, and I think it's a beautiful song. It's a piece
Yeah,
of art.
very,
But
very
will it
beautiful.
qualify? But next to it is Armenia, which is a completely different tone of music. It's loud, it's rock, it's Imagine Dragons vibe, it's Park, it's Survivor. Joe.
I think not normally rock song. There aren't normally rock songs in Eurovision, but it does sound like a generic rock song. Like, is there a standout thing? No, not at all. It is middle of the middle, but there's nothing bad. It's all just like okay.
Yeah, there's not. This song is very mid.
Very
mid.
It's the middest that you can get. Like,
I don't think it's a bad song. I think Park's actually got a good voice.
yeah.
I'm really interested to see what the staging's like, because at the Armenian national final it wasn't good enough, the staging. For Eurovision it wouldn't be. You know,
No.
Will there be something that... Well, you're going to need fire.
Yeah,
you're going to want
100%.
dark lights to really make him stand out as the survivor.
Yeah.
Because I'm a survivor, staying alive, a do or die. The lyrics are really weird. They're really obscure lyrics. Parg has a chance. He's going to have to perform the hell out of that song. The song's not amazing.
It is borderline, like...
Well, this semi-final is very borderline. I feel we might have very, very different opinions on who's going to qualify, because it's going to be extremely close. Ireland may qualify, or Serbia may qualify, and Montenegro or Georgia. You never know. There are chances that anything happens, but I'm sceptical about Armenia.
Yeah.
Lithuania, one of my favourite songs, Tavoakis. I'm not sure about this.
Neither.
Mainly because it's next to Greece. In the running order, Austria,
And Malta.
Malta, with the UK in there as well somewhere. Will enough people connect with this? I'm not sure. I'm like, what do you think?
I think Latvia in the semi-final, will they give 12 points to each other, possibly?
It's possible, yeah. Considering they're very different. You have
100%.
6 women singing a lovely fairy-like chant,
Yeah.
and then you have 3 men and a woman. Really deep, pop, soulful. I love this song. It's so nice.
It is.
It really connects you to the music, but is it good enough to get to the final? Will people vote for this?
I see it getting to the
I think
final.
here's another interesting point. You turn up to the semi-final, yeah? You get to vote. Are you voting for Finland, yes?
Yeah.
Or Austria? Or Israel? Or Malta, who you know will get to the final? Or are you voting for a song like Latvia, Lithuania, Czechia, that you know needs their help to get through to the final?
You could.
Because are you going to vote for Finland in the semi-final? You know they're getting to the final.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference if they finish 1st or 10th in the semi-final. They're getting to the final either way. It doesn't affect their points in the final. Are you going to try and save your song that you want to get through to the final? That's interesting. Because if it's that scenario, I would vote for Lithuania.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, that's a good fact.
We do
It's a
get
good
a
point.
vote.
We can vote.
Yeah.
Is it a good point, though?
We get 3, right?
I'm not sure what it is. I think you can have as many as you want.
Oh.
I think it's up to 20, maybe. But, because Finland are getting to the final. Israel are getting to the final. Austria are getting to the final. Why vote for them? There's no point, is there? Really?
No.
If you want to vote for them in the final. That's when it matters.
Yeah, of course.
Then saying if everyone thinks like that, they won't qualify. So, you know, and that would be crazy. Imagine if that happened one day, where everybody's like, oh, I know Finland will qualify. And then Finland don't qualify. That would be really interesting. Alright. We've got Czechia next. Kiss, Kiss, Goodbye, Adonis. Oh, I love this song. Kiss, Kiss, Goodbye. I cannot believe I'm saying this. This might not get through to the final. Are we getting a before the party's over musty situation, a big favourite going into the competition, a top 10 in the odds, doesn't make it to the final? Joe?
I think it happened last year. What's stopping it from happening again? It is not one of my favourites. I'm not sure if it will get through. I really am not.
His voice is good.
His voice is good.
He can dance.
You need the staging to be so good.
But what staging can he do? I'm like, what if you're the staging director? What are you doing?
I have zero clue. But like in the thing, it says in the music video, it says like teleporting, time traveling.
It's got something to do with his dad when he left home. But they can't do that live.
Yeah.
Then people won't understand what's going on. There'll be like random numbers flying over the screen. So I'm really interested to see what he's going to do, Adonis.
Yeah.
Is he going to do it like really light and like looking bright, or is he going to make it really dark and futuristic like looking? He's going to have dancers, we know that. He's going to dance, he's a great dancer. But is having dancing in such a deep, emotional song going to work?
Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait. There's only 1 month until the grand final.
Here's an interesting question I got for you.
Yeah.
Do you think interval acts, as in, like for example, Jean-Tears,
Yeah.
Effendi, they're performing in the semi-finals at the end, before the voting, can that influence someone's voting? If
Possibly.
like, because you know how we always say, well, we got a slow song and then we got a quick song. That could, like, disadvantage a certain song, yeah?
Yeah.
Could that disadvantage a song? If you have it, like, Mata Hari or Tu l'Univers. Oh, yes, Tu l'Univers, please perform live. I beg. I love Tu l'Univers. What do you think? Any idea?
I think the last song in the semi-final is Ich komme.
Yeah.
So it won't 100% like affect Czechia, who are performing 12th, because there's still like 4 songs and Germany left.
Yeah. Alright. Let's move on to Luxembourg. 100% qualification record. 1 out of 1. Laura Thorne, La Poupée Monte le Son. What do you think?
I think in my borderline area, this is most certainly towards the top. I think Luxembourg, 100% qualification. They joined last year. Will it help them this year? Probably.
I'm just wondering last year if they qualified because it was a good song or it's because it was their first participation.
I think both.
Because they are a small nation. So
Yeah.
we see Malta struggle with public vote. We see Czechia struggle with public vote. We see countries like Latvia and countries like San Marino. Will they start to struggle with the public vote now that it's not being like favoured this year?
I don't know. I don't think so. It is a good song as well.
Yes, it's good. It's very junior Eurovision though.
Yeah.
It's Pink. I assume the stage will say Pink. I think she's fantastic. She seems like a really nice person. The staging is going to need improving.
100%. She was just standing there.
But I quite like the song. Do I think it's going to qualify? I'm not sure.
It is very debatable.
I feel this is... I would be shocked if any of us can get 10 out of 10 in this prediction because I think there's a scenario where Ireland, Latvia, Armenia, Lithuania, Czechia, Luxembourg, or Serbia could all qualify.
Ooh.
No, not all. I didn't mean all. And like any of them could qualify.
Yeah.
I don't think you can rule out anyone, although I have ruled out Ireland already, and you've ruled out Serbia. I don't think you can really rule out anyone. But now it's time to decide our final 3 qualifiers each. We'll be back in a few minutes where we are going to discuss and debate about who should make the final 3 spots to take the number of songs in the grand final from 23 to 26. Alright, so we have discussed, we have chosen our 3 extra acts we're putting through to the final. But first, let's recap which songs we've got in the final already. We have Australia, we have Austria, we have Greece, we have Malta, we have Denmark, we have Israel, and we have Finland. Now, I have Montenegro, Ireland, and Georgia out, and Joe has Montenegro, Georgia, and Serbia out.
Yes.
Which means the songs that are left in contention for me are Latvia, Armenia, Lithuania, Czechia, Luxembourg, and Serbia. And Joe?
Mine are Latvia, Armenia, Czechia, Ireland, Luxembourg, and Lithuania.
Okay. So, the first act I am not going to be putting through to the final is Serbia.
I'm going to go with the same, but Ireland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. So, we've both gone Serbia and Ireland for non-qualifier now. So, the reason that we have gone for this is because I think Greece are better, and they're kind of similar. I think Lithuania, Balkan ballad as well, Montenegro won't get through either. And it's in between Israel and Finland, so I don't think it would do well. Joe?
I've gone with Ireland out because I just see other songs performing much, much better than this.
Alright, so that leaves us with 5 acts left to put 3 through. We have Latvia, Armenia, Lithuania, Czechia, and Luxembourg. Will we get the exact same top 10?
Could do.
We'll have to see. The first act I'm putting through to the final is... It's got to be Adonis. It's Czech. Yeah, it is Kiss Kiss Goodbye. I cannot see a scenario that doesn't get through to the final. It's so good. It's emotional. I love it. Joe?
My first song that's going through is Latvia. I think it just is such a good song compared to like some of the others. And it makes you harmonising. The vocals are okay. There's 6 of them. I do not see how this can go out.
Burman Lamy through. In response to Czechia not making it, I'm putting Luxembourg, who are next to them in the running order, not to make it to the final. La Poupée Monte le Son are out. Joe, have you put Armenia through or not?
I have put Armenia out.
Because they're next to Latvia in the running order. You had to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
So, Armenia are out for you, Joe. Joe, which songs have you got left to choose from?
My songs left to choose from are Luxembourg, Lithuania, and Czechia, and only one of them can go out.
So 2 go through.
2 go through.
And I've got Latvia, Lithuania. That's it for me, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Armenia.
And Armenia. Well, I think that's kind of giving it away. I've put Armenia out, and I've stuck Latvia and Lithuania through. Both of them might help each other get to the final. Latvia, I can't stick one out of only the top 5 to get through to the final. So I've stuck Latvia through, and with Lithuania, have to put Guitarists through. They are my favourite.
So I have Luxembourg, Lithuania, and Czechia, and I am putting Lithuania through as well. One of my favourite songs. So it's between Luxembourg and Czechia.
Oh!
And I've gone with Luxembourg.
No, you have not.
I have.
He has put Adonis as a non-qualifier. Joe,
Yeah.
why don't you tell us why?
I just think Luxembourg, it probably still will have even a small bit of bias because it's newer. Well, because it's
like a bounce,
rejoined.
a new entry bounce.
Yeah.
Let's go for
and
that.
I don't really see Czech Republic going through too much compared to Lithuania, Latvia, Luxembourg.
So you're expecting to get to Basel and the live performance is slightly underwhelming, a bit like Musty.
Yeah.
Wow, that is interesting. So let's recap. My 10 qualifiers are Australia, Latvia, Austria, Greece, Lithuania, Malta, Denmark, Czechia, Israel and Finland. And Joe, yours?
Mine are Australia, Austria, Greece, Malta, Denmark, Israel, Finland, Latvia, Luxembourg and Lithuania.
So we've only gone for a 1 difference. You've
One
got
difference.
Luxembourg in and I've got Czechia in.
One-
Alright.
One difference in both finals.
Is it in both? In both semi-finals.
semis,
So
yeah.
we have 26 acts in the final. It's going to be really interesting in the coming weeks to see our rehearsals if they change our minds. Let us know what you think down below. Who are your 10 qualifiers? And we've got content going all the way through to Basel, so subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. Bye!